everyone, this is Amy. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do a really quick video showing you a very simple design painted on this green glass bottle. I will be using a number 14, a number 12, and a number 4 flat brush, along with my fine liner by Wistonia. The paint I'm using today is Thicket. It's all FolkArt paints, a mixture of warm white and happy green along with pure orange. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start with my blooms. Dip one side into the warm white, one side into the cerulean blue, and then just do my blending strokes. Make sure you dip the right side in at the right time. Alright, so I'm going to start by doing just a few little wiggly kind of blooms and pulling them like this, and then I'll just do some, and then I'm just going to swing them back over. Now if you don't like how, like say this one ended up being, then just go back over it like that. And I'm sorry, I have to watch the length of my paintbrush when I'm doing this because these are long brushes. I've kind of gotten used sometimes. Just kind of swing it around, and then these are just going to be underneath the actual, I mean they're part of the design, but they're going to be underneath the actual bigger blooms that you paint. Okay, and you go down to where you do this part on the top. I'm just going to keep them all the same, coming down the bottle, but that's up to you. Okay, so then the next thing I'm going to do is come in here with the white at the top and start in with my bigger blooms. And it's okay, I want them to overlap. Fine. Now this bottle is one that I use for videos, so it's not a big deal if something isn't perfect. I'm showing you more the design and how to paint it, as opposed to being concerned about if everything is completely opaque and, you know, that type of thing. But the thicker your coverage, the better your design is going to be as far as durability goes. Alright, so then I'm going to go to my next one. And if you notice, I turned and have the darker on the outside of the bottom. So that's what I'm doing on this design. Just kind of switching it up a little bit. And I'm just doing just slight wiggles when I put this brush down. And then come back here, do the same thing, come back up. And if for some reason you don't like, and paint over it and come back up. And then I'm going to come back in here. Now you can do 3 or 4, whatever fits. And then as I say, a lot of times my designs don't always like they did in my, what I painted for my practice. But that's okay. You know, just make changes based on the need. You know, what your space allots, and you'll be fine. You have to learn to be flexible when you're painting. Okay, so I could stop here, which I probably will on my actual paper design I did. Just take my liner brush, and I'm going to come through here. Okay, let me show you. When I do this fine liner, I just stick it into the side of the paint. I roll it and pull it out. Stick it in, roll it, pull it out. And do the same over here. Stick it back in, roll it, and kind of tip it to get a mixture of. Alright, so I'm going to come in here and just put my pretend vine in here, or stem, however you want to, you know, pretend they're coming through. And of course, granted, the way I paint, I'm going to have a lot of leaves in here. If you're familiar with my designs, you know that I leaves, so don't be shocked. Okay, and I'm going to pretend like that's coming in here, and I have another one coming in this way because I have another one of those under here. You know, again, just pretend. Up to you. Alright, then I'm going to do something where I'm trying to curl these a little bit, but I'll be honest with you, with the size and the space I have here, this probably isn't going to be a lot like my sample paper because I don't have as much room as I had on it. But I'm just doing, maybe just putting a little curly at the end here, if you can see that, and just coming in just every so often here and putting one of these in, and you'll see why. My painting is never perfect, but that's okay. That's how I roll. You know, I can see putting on some fun music and just enjoying your time painting. Going with the number 12 next, I'm going to thicken one side into the happy green and do my blending strokes. And yes, I do have other colors on here because I'm going to do another video right after this just to get prepared. Alright, so I am going to just come in here and do the quick wiggle leaves. So I'm just really coming in here. Not big wiggles, just very quick back and forth. Alright, and then you can figure out, you know, if you want to add in any other type of leaves while you're doing this, that's up to you, or any other colors, which I will be, and I think I can't remember if I said one of the colors. I may not have. Okay, so let's go in here. I'm going to do it just quick wiggles. If you need to practice your leaves, practice them on wax paper or palette paper. Both of those are pretty slippery. I feel like learning how to paint, you have to train your hand. Your hand has to feel it, if that makes sense. And of course, I'm doing wet on this one. I did not give it any dry time or hit it with a heat gun or hair dryer. So just so you're aware, this is what you're seeing. Okay, and I'm doing really quick wiggles again. Really quick wiggles. And you don't have to do 2s or 3s with your leaves. I just tend to do that. You can do 1s or whatever you want to do. Just space them out and do different increments. Okay. And then let's see here. Let's just do some regular bigger leaves. You know, my favorites. You know what those are. And I just lightly touch, and I can pull down like that, just a really short. Maybe come over here. I don't want to do too many of these because I actually want to have room for the other leaves that I'm going to be painting, and I don't really care which way the greens go, meaning if I'm using the light on top or the dark on top. If you want to pay attention and you're good at paying attention to where the light, do it. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is take my fine little, my number 4 little flat brush, and I'm going to dip it into my yellow ochre. And if I did not say that color, I do apologize, but I am using yellow ochre on this as well. Okay, so use that. Then I'm also going to be tipping it, and I don't want to have, I'm just going to do some just real quick little pulls you know, little fun little leaves just coming from a little swirlies or whatever you want to call them. But I'm also going to come in here and add in some white, some off white. So you can lay down the leaves first and then come back over them with the warm white, and then maybe go back over just to thicken them up a little bit with the yellow ochre. But I'm just going to come in here like that. Hopefully you can see this. I'm trying to make sure it's on the screen. Should have gone that way actually. Alright, so we're going to do this, do that. You're kind of covering up my little swirly a little bit. Not a big deal. And you don't have to do all of them either. If they were thicker and you were happy, but if you're concerned because it's not as thick as you want it to be, because you do want to have the good coverage, then I would definitely go back over it. And these are just more, you know, they're like the leaves that I typically do, but they're a little looser because I'm just kind of touching, kind of turning a little bit and touching. So they're not exactly, you know, the pristine leaves. And I'm sorry if you can hear my dishwasher running. I'm trying to do 20 things at one time. Like I said, now I'm going to go over them just like that. Loose, loose, loose. Alright, so I'm going to take my brush again, my little fine liner brush, and I am going to do little pulls into my leaves. Hopefully you can see that. And you can leave this part out if you don't care, you know, to add that, meaning that you just want it to be just really loose, like they're just coming along this, and you don't want to worry about attaching them to the stem. Perfectly fine too. And I'm sorry if my arm gets in the way. I am a lefty, so I try very hard to keep it out of the way, but it doesn't always work. Keep my hand out of the way. And you're just, with this little fine liner, you're just doing really, really easy little strokes, attaching them to the stem. Not anything real difficult. Now I'm going to kind of wipe this brush off. Well, actually, I want more of the lighter green, but I just kind of wiped it off a little bit. And the next thing I'm going to do to finish off these flowers is pull in little stamens in the center. And they're pretty light, pretty light. You know, just real fine lines. And that's why I like this brush so much, because it can give me the look I'm looking for, which I've had such a difficult time. Like say maybe a one-stroke brush or something to that effect. It's not been as easy to get this look for me. And these are nail brushes, so they're meant to be, you know, for fine work. Now one thing you can do is just come underneath here and just do a line. What I'm going to do is dip this brush into my orange, the pure orange, and then just put my little tops onto these. I'm sure they have a name, but I don't know what the names are. And I just wanted to make sure it stood out. Alright, so there you have it. Pretty easy. Hope you like it. If you do, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. New to my channel, please subscribe, hit that notification bell. Prior to leaving, if you would take a moment to share this video on your social network with your family and friends, I would greatly appreciate it. Until the next time, please stay safe and healthy. Thanks again for stopping by, and you have a good one. See you next time.